Hello guys and welcome back to Brits Bollywood. Still Asad Khan. Before the break I asked you a question and the answer is Anand L. Rai. He also did Tanu Weds Manu. Okay guys, it's time, it's the moment in the show when the big B rocks Bollywood because he rocks our show, he's in our city, and guess what, our team met him and he was absolutely gracious. Check this out.
Hi guys and welcome, I'm Jannat and I have the legend who needs no introduction at all, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Thank you sir so much for taking time out to speak to us today. It's an absolute honour to sit here and speak to you and see you and share the small screen with you. This is, well, we're interviewing you for Shamitabh, and this is your third movie with Balki. And how's the experience?
Well, it's always wonderful to be working with someone that you've been with earlier on. Balki has an exceptional mind. He thinks differently. He has fresh and novel ideas, unique concepts, throws a lot of challenge to his actors, and that's what's most attractive about Balki. Shamitabh is yet another different story, a different plot, very unique, very refreshing. Perhaps something that hasn't been seen on Indian cinema before, and therefore very excited to see how the audiences feel about it. Story of two individuals who have different qualities. Each of them lack what the other has, and therefore a journalist who realizes this gets them together. How they proceed and become successful, how egos come into their way, and the differences of opinion and the conflict that arises as a result of that, and how it is resolved or not resolved is what you'll see in the film.
Where did this idea come from? How did Balki get this idea?
Oh, you'll have to ask him.
Voice?
I don't know. I always...
It didn't come across when you were maybe sitting down with him.
No.
He decided to have your voice as the main, because to us, your voice, you are the main character.
Yeah, it's a story about voice, and it's a story that is set in the Indian film industry. It's about cinema, it's about films. And you'll have to ask him how he thinks about all these things, because I have no idea. But it's wonderful that he does, and it's wonderful that he thinks of me. So I'm greatly indebted that he offers me these wonderful films and challenging roles to perform.
Well, rumour has it he's dedicated this movie to your friendship. So
who?
The rumour has it.
No, he's a friend, and friendship has limitations, when you come to the creative field. Unless you're convinced that creatively your friend is going to be able to deliver, they would not risk employing you. So I'm happy that he thought that I could deliver the goods. And yes, friendship always remains the same outside of it.
How was it working with Danush and Akshara, who's the daughter of your co-host Kamal
Danush
Hassan?
they're both wonderful. Danush, of course, very experienced, already a huge star in southern India. Done a Hindi film, Ranjana, and did extremely well. He's an exceptional artist. It was wonderful working with him, being in the company of him. Akshara is starting off, this is her first film. And when you see the film, you won't realize that this is the first film. She's very comfortable. Balki spent a lot of time with her. She's doing a film in a language that is not her mother tongue. So a lot of credit to her. And to the fact that to be playing a kind of role which is somewhat, not really difficult, but yeah, different from what most leading ladies play in their very first film, was a very brave choice on her part. She has a very striking face. And most of the time when she hasn't anything to say, that's the time she's giving her best.
You've worked with Kamal Hassan, Rajnikant, and how does it feel to work with their children?
Wonderful. I mean, yeah, it's a great representation of how old you are, because you worked with their fathers, and now suddenly you're working with their kids. Great feeling.
So how did you prepare yourself for the role? Did you have to do anything?
I don't prepare.
No.
Balki does all the preparation. He thinks of the character, he designs the character, he writes the dialogues for the character. He decides what look I'm going to have. A lovely lady, a very accomplished makeup artist will come and stick a lot of hair on my face. And, another lovely lady will come and dress me up in certain costumes. They'll put me in an environment which is conducive to my character. The cameras start rolling by one of the finest cameramen of the country, PC sir, and Balki says, move here, say here, go back, sit down. That's what we do, so all the credit to them. I don't do anything.
I heard you dubbed the movie first, then Dhanush acted on it, and then you had to dub it again?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah. We did it 3 times. Initially, I did it alone in a dubbing theatre and went and dubbed the entire script. Then it was played at the time of the shoot, and Dhanush and me enact to it. And thereafter, I redubbed it again because I needed to match the facial expressions. And so, yes, 3 times over.
Do you feel the film has any kind of social message?
Yes. 2 is better than 1.
Of course.
2 people with different kinds of talents. It's important to be together if you want to succeed. Remove ego and anything that has to do with yourself and your own importance, because sometimes when you hold hands with somebody, you can achieve a lot more.
Do you have a memorable moment while making this movie?
The entire film.
The entire film?
Yes, it's been really a wonderful experience.
Well, apart from your acting skills, you're very well known for your voice. Is there a special line in the movie, a dialogue?
I would imagine that everything that is written for me should be important for the film, for the moment. You've seen the trailers, I hope.
There's a dialogue with the kutta.
Well,
I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
It made me laugh.
But yes, there are wonderful lines in the film.
Do you have any forthcoming movies that you'd like to share with us? Future plans?
Then I've already finished work on 2 more. They're in post-production now. One is a film called Piku, which has Deepika Padukone, Irfan Khan, directed by Shujit Sarkar, who did Vicky Dona and Madras Cafe. Shujit and me have worked together on various advertising campaigns for brands. We worked together on the Gujarat tourist campaign. We actually did a film which is lying in the tin somewhere, not being released yet, but that should be out by April. And then there's another one called Wazir, which is being produced by Vidhu Vinod Chopra and Raju Hirani. It is being directed by Bijoy Nambiar, who was an assistant to Mani Ratnam. It has Farhan Akhtar and Aditi Rao Haidari in the lead, and I'm playing a character. And that should be out by August, hopefully.
Wow, so we've got a lot to look forward to this year. Well, I've got one more request. You can decline if you like, but I hope you don't. I'm a huge fan of yours, and there are several fans out there, and I would love to hear the dialogue from Shahin Shah, where you say, "Rishte mein tere baap lagti hu main." I would honestly
It's such a rude dialogue. Why would you want me to say that?
It's just such a beautiful dialogue in my eyes, and I'm sure everyone will agree.
Rishte mein tum tumhare baap lagte hain, naam hai Shahin Shah.
Wow.
Okay.
Amazing. Do you have any final message to your fans before?
Well, thank you so much for your love and affection for these past 45 years. It's a huge honor for me to be in front of you today. And I hope you like this new film, Shamitabh, which is releasing on the 6th of February. And do let me know through several social mediums and through this TV channel what you think of the film. You've always been very kind and generous to me. I hope that you will continue to do that. And I hope that I have the ability to be able to satisfy what you desire of me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Guys, it's time for a very quick break. Don't go away because there's a question, and the question is, who was the leading lady in the Matrix film? And she's from Canada. Answer after the break.